Hello everybody, I was in a 20v1. I went viral for my arm hair about a week ago. The 20v1 is sitting at, I think, 800,000 views. And you're gonna see the behind the scenes of me actually going there and my thoughts afterwards, because I recorded everything.
It's just not giving what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I like Taylor Swift, like white girls.
Way.
Yeah, this is not a Taylor Swift kind of way.
Oh, I'm too thick?
Yeah,
No,
That's the problem?
It's giving like...
Yeah.
I did include my appearance at the end of this video, so, you know, just sit tight, ride the roller coaster, and you'll get to the end. I'm on my way to a casting call right now. I'm looking very Barbie today. I'm supposed to be an extra. I think it's a music video. I really don't know what I'm doing, I'm not gonna lie. One person told me it was at 6:30 and another person told me it was at 7:15, and I didn't hear back from the person who told me it was 7:15. So I'm just going now, and I drank coffee too. When I was getting my oil change, they had one of those Keurigs. I did that, and now I'm just like all jumbly and I can't calm down. But yeah, it should be good, hopefully. They're shooting another video right now. So right now I'm in the waiting area. There's like a white room just that way. I walked into a room of like 10 men and they were all looking at me like, what am I supposed to be doing here? So I think it's double booked. And I'm supposed to be here at 7:15, but somebody told me the wrong time, so I'm just early. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize you were getting the... Huh? I didn't realize you were getting it right there. No, you're not getting it. Okay.
Put my body butter down.
I'm gonna be in Houston from Thursday to
I'm gonna make my ears ring.
I'm home. It took me a minute to cool down. I went to Twin Peaks. I got a burger and I harassed like a bunch of the men around the bar, and now I feel better. It was like 40 girls there. I showed up 6:30 when I was told to, but then there was another conflicting thing about 7:15 showing up then. And it took hours for us to get started. I think we got started around like probably 10. I left at 11:30. They were still going though. No, that's a lie. I think we started at 11. It took a minute to get started, and I do get paid, so that's great. And I understand these things run late, so I'm not mad. I'm just telling you the sequence of events. And I was very nervous. There was one man who was working there, and I literally told him too, because it felt a little bit like a bait and switch, because we were just told video. We weren't told like 20v1 people, and apparently it was 20v2, but then there were 40 girls that showed up, so it was like 20v2. And it was Aaron the plumber, and then it was like Charles Whitston or something. I'll put his name, but those were the two guys, some dusty ass old men. And I told one of the guys in charge, I was like, I didn't want to do this. I'm glad I did it. It turned out good, but to like be roasted, it's like, it makes you feel cheap, you know? It's like, I'm not cheap, didn't come here to do that, but I did do it, and I did it very well, and I'm proud of myself. But yeah, when I went out there, it was just like a bunch of racist shit. I was one of 2 white girls there, and this is 40 women. I think they had like a few Hispanic girls, maybe like 3 Hispanic girls, and then everybody else was just black. And some people came in like stripper outfits. I came in my Barbie dress. And I really think there's a time and a place. I'm not gonna lie, like, to have your whole ass out, there's a time and a place. If it looks good, that's great, but I feel like if you're doing something that's more professional, you know, you should keep it in there. If you want to show it off, like, show it off through the clothes. Like, I just feel like if you're not paying me to see my ass, you're not gonna see my ass. And that's not what I was being paid for. So Went up to these two men. In the beginning, they were like calling me Taylor Swift. And then by the end of it, they were calling me Iggy Azalea. And I just kept going back and forth. The one thing they had to say about me, they kept talking about my skin color, of course. Because what else are you going to say? Because there's no other flaws about me. And that's not even a flaw. That's just something. Because there was two black men. So, of course, you're going to pick apart my skin. Because in reality, you wish you could get me. And you don't feel like you can. One of the guys, too, he was like, oh, it's been 20 years since I've been with a white girl. And I was like, thank God. We don't want you. They cut that part out. My beautiful comeback that I said on the fly, they cut out. There was a lot that was cut out. There was like 2 minutes that were cut out to make me look more combative than what I was. Because as you see, as I continue talking, like there was just a lot more shit that happened. Yeah, it's been weeks now since all that happened. I'm over it. But yeah, y'all can have the story time. And they were talking about my feet and trying to tell me that my feet look dead. My feet are beautiful. You see these shits? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's got all my toes. And they've been through a lot. They've been through pointe. They've been back through ballet. They've been through the fucking pole. But these are gorgeous. And they were trying to say my feet look dead because they were pale. And I was like, well, can you breathe some life into them? And then I told them both. I was like, I bet my feet look better than both of y'all. And then they were trying to, when I first came on there, I did chip this toe though. Don't look too close at that. I can't help that. The pole got me. And when I first like got on there, they were trying to say that I looked like I smoked a pack of cigarettes a day. And I was like, I don't smoke and I don't drink, and my diet's probably better than both of y'all. And I kept telling them to take apart their clothes because they were ripping apart my body and they weren't taking off their clothes. And then we just kept going back and forth for 2 minutes until I walked off. Because why am I here to get approval from two dusty old ass men? I'm not. I'm here to get paid. So yeah, I told them off, and by the time I was walking away, they called me Iggy Azalea. It was kind of funny because there was another white girl that was on there later. I think there was 3 white girls, 3. And then they told her that she was like a real white girl. She wasn't like a hip hop white girl. So I think they were referring to me when they said that. But who the fuck do you think you are? Like, it was kind of crazy. It was like, wow, I'm so perfect that your worst insult is that I'm white. Like, that's all you have. It just was like frustrating because I'm gonna take my hair out. This shit's pissing me off. It's just frustrating because that's not what I came there for. I did great. It's just like I was afraid I was gonna have to put a fight because I knew they were gonna do some shit, and then they did the same shit that I was afraid they were gonna do, that I was telling everybody else this is what's gonna happen, and then lo and behold, that's the exact shit that happened. And it's good content. I hope they put it on. The casting director, she really likes me, actually. I was surprised, and this was before I even opened my mouth and went on set. She asked me to talk to me after, but she really likes me, and she pulled me aside, and she wants me to be in more music videos. So I did what I had to do. I made my appearance, I got my connections, and now I'll have more shit because this is what I wanted. I want to live out my life, dance, and then just be an extra until I can make my career even bigger. And then film it and then post it to YouTube. This is my goal now. But she told me all that, and she told me too that they were willing to cut it because I had to sign like a release form, and she told me that they'd be willing to cut my thing. And I was like, no, like, yes, they were extremely racist, but all my comebacks were good. Like, please keep it in. Like, please don't tell me I went through all that shit for nothing. But yeah, she was really sweet. So nothing bad to say about her. Just, you know, got horrible people that are put into positions that they shouldn't be in, and then beautiful women like me that just don't know everything that's going on. That's all that is. But yeah, I made my connections. I did what the fuck I had to do. It's just fucking annoying. Reaper is eating his... I have a headache right now. Like, I had to go to Twin Peaks to get a burger to calm down. And I went to the gas station before that. You know how many strangers I had to talk to like reach a level of equilibrium? And I still had to come home and take a painkiller. I take a Acetamin. The guys at the bar too, they're trying to tell me that I was drunk. I was like, no, I just don't give a fuck. But yeah, now I feel better. Not really. I'm gonna call one more person and then tell them the shit that happened, because why am I having to fight for my life in front of a camera? And that's just gonna be there for fucking ever. And I knew that too. I was like, damn, I was behind there like, God give me strength, God give me peace. And before they opened the door, I was remembering everything bad that had ever happened to me, and I was like, you know, I know I can do this. And one of the girls, she was like, what are you doing? By the way, that girl came in clutch. I love that girl. I wish I had gotten her Instagram, because she stood up for me after I was on stage. You'll see it. I kept the clip in. I told her I'm remembering everything bad that's ever happened to me. And then I went. We match.
We match?
Yeah.
Where we
got
matching?
the Barbie hat.
Okay, pink, okay. Breast cancer awareness type of thing. In a real way.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to send her to the left though, Bradesky. You know what I'm saying? It's just not giving what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I like Taylor Swift like
In a
white
weird
girls.
way.
Yeah, this is not a Taylor Swift kind of way.
Oh, I'm too thick?
Yeah,
No, you-
That's the problem?
It's giving like you smoke hella cigarettes in a hotel.
What's
I
the
don't smoke
Kardashian
or
girl
drink.
that don't like niggas? Which
I
one?
bet I have a
Khloe?
better diet
Or which
than both
one?
of y'all.
Courtney.
You
Yeah, I
have
like
a
the
better,
Courtney
I
girl.
can't, it's not giving that. And you have hair on your arms. Your arms are hairy, babe.
Where's your body? I can't
You know
see
what I'm
it.
saying? In a real way.
I think you need to take your jacket
I can
off.
see the hair on your arms.
I don't
see your
mind
feet.
her on.
In
You
a
know, I
real
used to
way.
watch.
I
I used to
both
look
y'all
at the
feet.
Playboy.
Look at
I used to
Mine
can we
probably
zoom in
better
on?
than-
Hold on, one at a time.
I don't want to argue with you,
I'm
baby.
done.
In a real way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like him like I like Taylor
Yeah.
Swift.
Yeah, man. Them veins, I can see
You
her
more
purple
of a
veins.
Iggy Azalea kind of white girl. You
Yeah,
know, the
that
hip-hop
ain't give it-
kind.
that's
I
giving-
like, I like a country western white girl. Yeah, she wouldn't even came here. My kind of white girl wouldn't even came here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's just
man.
now, the
That
kind of white
wouldn't
girl
come-
I like wouldn't even showed up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was, I didn't know
And she was a confrontational
what
white
type
girl.
of reptilian that was. What type
Yeah,
of,
and she wasn't tan. Man, nigga like
Unidentified
tan white girl. That
species.
was a pink toe.
you know what I'm saying? What it do, ski
Did that
back?
bother y'all?
Who, you?
What?
No, her.
Yeah, she bothered me.
Yeah.
So,
Like a
what about
motherfucker.
my spots?
Yeah, I want
What
to be
about
nice
your
to her.
spots? You're beautiful in a real way.
I did notice though that after me, they did start advertising the 20v1 videos as needing people for 20v1 videos and not for fun videos. So that was nice. I feel like my like little outburst led to a positive change. Less people being unknowingly exploited for views. I only got paid $60. And then I like, people were, well, at least a couple people were sending me clips of myself, and I went viral on Facebook for my hairy arms. Good night.